What up, everyone? Welcome back to another live stream. Make sure y'all leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the GTV network or the EBT news. All right, so today we're gonna be talking about this whole Emiru versus Mizkif. All right, two streamers that I really know nothing about. All I know is Emiru is this Twitch streamer who made some crazy allegation on Mizkif, saying that, okay, mind you, Mizkif, that's her ex-boyfriend. But at the time when they were actually together, he allegedly SA. All right. But when we got the ex-boyfriend's perspective, we can kind of tell that she was just juicing up the story for some likes, for some views. It seems like she was capping and she completely defamed the man right on stream. All right. So without any further ado, man, we're gonna go through all of this. So this is the boy right here, Mizkif. Right? You probably seen him. I've seen his clips, but I really don't know about him, right? So it says here, streamer Mizkif has released a video titled Emiru Lied Part 1, where he shares his side of this ongoing legal dispute involving fellow streamer Emiru. In the video, Mizkif presents a message, conversation, and other information that he says support his claim in the defamation lawsuit. The video quickly gained attention amongst online communities and fans discussed the details shared by Mizkif. However, the matter is still part of an ongoing legal case, and the claims made by both sides have not been fully decided by court. Mizkif shares new evidence. Emiru's allegation is alleged. Basically, Emiru lied. I'm not gonna lie, bro. It seems like Emiru lied about the SA situation. And recently, there's a couple stuff that's come out. All right, there's some leaked text message that involves Asmin Gold, right? The big waistman, Asmin Gold. Some next text message where he's kind of being racist, right? He's kind of being racist. So I'm looking at it. I'm like, yo, is every streamer racist or what's going on? These guys love to play the moral high ground, but that's only for the cameras. Behind closed door, you know how they're really moving, man. So this is a group of leaked text messages, right, between Emiru and Asben Gold. We're gonna go through them. That's not the main event here, but we are going to talk about this, okay? Because Asmin Gold, there's a clip of him saying, "Me? I never say the N-word. I would never do that." So he's reacting to other people saying it, basically acting like he would never say it, but clearly that's a lie. So without any further ado, man, we're gonna get right into it. This is the Mizkif video. He dropped a 45-minute video. We are not going through that. We are not. I'm sorry. We're going to check the WestJet video. Make sure y'all subscribe to WestJet.
Massive day for the unemployed. Mizkif dropped the Emiru files, and now they're getting crazy. So crazy, even XQC's new girlfriend chimed in. Hey, Asmongold, you gonna react to your queen Emiru's 48 minutes of lies, or do you want to keep hitting on her, saying how cool you are for using the N-word as a password at 33 years old? Emiru sent this to me in a screenshot years ago.
Ooh, nobody gives a shit.
That is literally the coolest thing I've ever heard. Now nobody can hack your password.
I just want to say that I think Mizkif has said the N-word also. So it's basically these guys are like pointing the finger at each other.
Because if they do, they are racist. A creative, huh? Like I'm talking really creative like that. Screenshotted JK. At a certain point, he wasn't even the word anymore, lol. Everyone knows I said it, don't worry. Oh ho ho. So left-wingers, no hard R, we're calling her a racist chud. And then right-wingers, no hard R, we're calling her a based racist chud. This isn't 2020. Nobody gives a shit about slurs. Grow the f up. And then Mizkif immediately got exposed for saying the N-word himself. Yo, there's a in the car. Hot take, but I think saying the N-word to black people is bad. But there are times it's fully justified. Like, for instance, you stub your toe, or, you're playing chess and you lose.
Damn it, I'm black.
So this went the Obama viral, and wait, trust me, there's more. I think I have videos of me saying it. Really, lol? Yeah, I think I have super bad stuff online and no one cares. But Pokimane is racist for her clips. But you don't try to act perfect, I guess. Yeah, that's why people hate her. Not because of the words. It's the fakeness, 100%. I feel like Miz is pretty much over the canceled stuff, but it's always going to be there, and he can't joke around with it like I know he would because of OTK, lol. You can't trust these screenshots.
You know what's joke? She says screenshot, just kidding. She put screenshot, just kidding. But she wasn't kidding at all. That's
But a
crazy.
JK, she wasn't joking. Also, I think it's a bit of a nerd move to hold on to this for like years and be vindictive with it, but what do I know? Oh my god, I want XQC to debunk her all over me.
Okay, Jack. With what Adam says these days and his content and his views on things, what if he said, yeah, I said the N-word, what about it? His chat, he would gain viewers and he would increase his support from people and people would like him more. I mean, let's not act like this is a form of gotcha that he's gonna be avoiding, like he's gonna lose something from it.
When French Canadians start making sense, you know the world's upside down.
There's a lot of people, I'll probably repeat myself 4 or 5 times today, but I did see the post that was made about me and the alleged leaked Discord messages.
I feel like they're real. Why would he Photoshop them? That'd be like pretty bad.
I understand that everybody wants me to talk about it, but I am trying to get this lawsuit dismissed, and the only thing that I need to do is just simply not talk about it. So I'm not going to talk about anything. That's really about it. I have no comment at all.
Smart man.
And whenever it is dismissed, I will explain everything.
Yeah, I remember Asmongold reacted to one of my videos on this same topic, and check this out. N-word, it's a GG Busta. A word I would never say, by the way.
I've never said the N-word in my life.
Oh, how the truth comes out. From Mizkif's side, I think going after...
So this guy was calling Pokimane fake and all of this. But this guy, behind closed door, says the N-word. But in front of the camera, yo, I would never. He's fake too, bro.
Asmongold with this is a bit weird, but moving on. He also changed his Twitter banner and profile picture to Tectone's fiance as some sort of gotcha. And I think it's really weird to invoke somebody's girlfriend who's not involved into something, but I digress. And again, Mizkif is suing Asmongold and Emiru, so they can't really even talk about it. And, you know, speaking of lawsuit, recently a jury ordered Meta and YouTube to pay millions for their role in designing and promoting addictive platforms. They knew their apps could contribute to anxiety, depression, and body image. Back into our video. If you're in the USA, share this link with your family and friends and tell them about this. Anyway, back to the lawsuit. XQC's girlfriend chimed in.
You're making out with somebody and how can you go back to this? I don't understand how you can go back to this, bro. If you're making out with your girlfriend who you've been in a relationship with for 3 years and then you stick your hand down their pants and she's...
So yeah, now we're finally getting into the whole essay allegation here, okay? So this guy, Mizkif, was dating Emiru for about 3 years, right? About 3 years. Let me see if I can get a picture of them two. Mizkif, Emiru. Let me see if I can get a nice pic of them two. Yeah, so this guy right there, Mizkif, he's dating this girl for about 3 years. Again, saying they're boyfriend and girlfriend, settled, right? He's been dating this girl for about 3 years, and one day they're making out. She consented, everything's good. And then he puts his hand in a cookie jar. And as soon as that happens, she freaks out and he jumps and he leaves. Then she makes a video saying, no, she goes on a live stream and she says that, yo, this guy essayed me. Guys, is that essay? You guys are dating. You consented for the kiss. He puts his hands down there and right away he stops and exit the situation. To me, this is what you're supposed to do, no? And then she makes a whole live stream saying that, oh, this guy's a R, he's a SA, he's this and that.
FBI, open up!
She deserves jail. I ain't gonna lie. She deserves to be arrested. She deserves to be arrested. How is he supposed, like, he did the right thing. He did the right thing. And boom, she does this. So I completely understand this defamation lawsuit. She deserves to go to jail. Y'all let me know in the chat if I'm tripping. Am I tripping? Am I tripping? Is she in the right or who's in the wrong here? Who's in the wrong? Because I feel like she's in the wrong. Let's continue with the video here.
He says, and you take your hand out of her pants and you leave the house and you say sorry. That's not assault. You are fucking if you think that's sexual assault. You are retarded.
You already know the gif the Pakistani teenager will use for this.
I mean, this is my girlfriend. I have nothing to do with. I have nothing to do with this.
Don't put no.
Yeah, she's her own person.
You are you are
Yo.
Learn the word. It is what you are. That is not sexual assault.
She's gonna rip the hard R like that? Holy Bezet, I can't.
He says no.
Now she's just overdoing it. You know, a well-placed can hit pretty hard, but if you're saying it like 50 times in a sentence, that's like, bruh.
You think Felix asks every single time
Yo.
we have any kind of
Yo.
interaction? Can I please have sex with you, milady?
Bro said XQC chose the right girlfriend this time. I disagree. The cheeseburger who stole his McLaren was clearly the better option. Also, who was the neighbor in Mizkif's car? While the
So yeah, I feel like that's kind of crazy, man. This guy's exposing another guy for saying the N-word while this guy says that he says the N-word too. Like, this whole thing is kind of messed up. Like, why you guys try to step on this moral high ground, trying to act like you're something that you're not, you're better than other people. Like, you guys are all the same.
tables are turning. I wouldn't
And again, who cares?
say they're turning towards Mizkif's favor. It's almost like they're turning against Emiru. I gotta remind y'all how terrible his first response to this was. You know, she accused him of assault, and then he said she was a bad rabbit owner. So a lot of people dismissed his story and him being vindictive instead of him trying to clear his name. And in the new video, he actually established a timeline, brought some facts and a bunch of evidence, which was a lot better. But the way he's moving now, he thinks he's like Gucci Mane in 2006, you know, bringing up old ass messages. And again, while he is a bit of a cornball, he's definitely not guilty of an actual crime, and having to be labeled a sexual assaulter is pretty intense.
You ever rizz up women by telling them that your passwords are variations of the N-word?
Yes.
Okay, it's really not that funny. Speaking of unfunny, this massive virgin said, BRB, changing my banking passwords right now. Bruh, you having a screenshot of your ex's chat like this for...
Not gonna lie, this situation is fucked up, but it's low-key funny still. I ain't gonna lie. I'm in the poggers com. He is an abuser. Blinky Barnes. Big up Blinky Barnes. You think that Mizkif is an abuser? Is he a S.A.? Is he a S.A.? There's a big difference between an S.A.er and someone who is a bad boyfriend. Someone who don't respect their significant other. Someone who is controlling. Someone who... There's a big difference. Binky Barnes in the chat. Can you confirm that this guy is an S.A.er? All right. Is he an S.A.er? That's the big question here. According to what she's saying, and according to the facts, it don't seem like Mizkif is a S.A.er. Here's a clip of Cinna. You know, she's addressing the situation involving her friend. Let's see what she got to say.
I'm aware of the thing yesterday. Not aware. Obviously, I'm aware. Obviously, some conversations had to be had because I'm obviously not comfortable with that. You know what I mean? I feel like if you know me or watch me, you know. I know people are like, oh, you fenced it. I feel like I really don't. Like, I feel like I make it pretty clear on a lot of stuff. And so, you know, that is what that is. And right now, at least, when I'm at DreamCon, I hope y'all understand, like, my dad is here. I'm gonna go meet up with my dad after this. I've been talking to, like, you know.
Is she really talking about this situation, or is that just a fake clip? Like, who cares that you're about to chill with your dad? Like, but let's see what let's see what she got to say about it. She went live and talked about this. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That Emiru girl, she's a snake. She's a snake. How are you gonna screenshot someone's conversation and say just kidding? But you actually did screenshot it.
Insane viewers, right? It was not his password. Like, you can clearly see there's no flirting happening here. But like I said at the beginning, I know like this doesn't change the context of like certain things in it. And like some people are still gonna feel uncomfortable about that. And I totally understand that. Like, I'm not cool with that type of language being used to people. Like, that's fucking awful. And like looking back now, I don't like the way that I handled that at all. It was wrong. I don't like it. But yeah, you guys can see this is like actually the context of what happened. It wasn't like, oh, my password is a horrible word. Oh, hee, that's so funny. Like, no, we're laughing about it. Insane weirdo. But anyway, I think it's very unfortunate that even though this is like solely on me, like this should, if anyone's gonna get criticized, obviously it should.
So she's saying all this, but I don't know if these are true. But as you guys can see here, it seems like she's been using this. It's like some normal for them. Hey, this is why I don't like the poggers. The poggers, they're weird, bro. They are weird. They think that they're higher up, and they move like they don't say certain stuff. Yo, shout out Jonathan Thompson. Thank you for tapping in. Thank you for tapping in, bro. But this Emiru shorty, I don't know, man. Yo, my friend Pinky Barnes in the chat. Can you please explain to me how Mizkif is an abuser? Because shorty's over there, she's saying that she's a SA. Okay? She called him the man a SA, right? Saying that he SA'd. But when she explained the situation, there was nothing about an SA. So make it make sense.
Blackmail makes you look like an abuser. My chat Reese friend said, no one cares about my N-word anymore. It's not 2020. And then he queued up League of Legends. You know, Black Asmongold isn't real. He can't hurt you. It's like in an alternate universe. There's a Black Asmongold. Instead of talking about politics all day, he stole your bike. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Okay, screenshot JK was crazy, not gonna lie. That's probably the craziest thing to come out of this whole story. Literally adult middle schoolers. Me when I'm trying to impress.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. All of this drama sounds like some middle school stuff for real.
My Discord e-kitten with edgy racisms. She was snaking her biggest white knight the whole time. No. Emiru's a snake. Screenshot of JK. Proceeds to screenshot it and send it to Mizkif to laugh at. Peak middle school behavior, where a crush talks about you behind your back to the person they actually like. Middle school is kind of where these streamers are mentally, though, so it makes sense. Amen, brother. These streamers are bums. I feel like a straight-up blue-collar worker making these YouTube videos, editing them myself, thinking of thumbnails and titles. Like, I'll be working hard.
My collar's blue and my neck is red.
I will expose everything about every
Not gonna lie, WestJet is one of the funniest commentators out there.
person that you've ever known. I'm gay. And it is time to go full demon time.
He spent 9 months charging his goy beam. Even Hassan Piker chimed in. Grown-ass man stuck being an edgy 14-year-old. Brother, you dress like an edgy 14-year-old.
Didn't bro shock his dog? I shocked your mother's last night with my penis. She was like, oh my god, I can't believe it.
I feel like it's not even the fact that he used the N-word as his password. It's the fact that he told her that she lied about it and screenshotted it. Also, in my previous video, I was speculating that Mizkif was deleting negative comments, but turns out he deleted a bunch of them on accident, which he addressed on his Discord, apparently.
That just reads like jealous ex to me. Miz's reputation and relationships, I think, were almost completely torched. One of the things I fucking hate about being like a streamer, and it's one of the reasons why I've liked associated with just kind of like normal human beings more than just streamer people. So I try to never date or whatever, or hook up even with streamers or whatever, is because anybody that is in the space just always has like the, oh, you wronged me? Well, time to start tweeting, time to go live, time to start talking to the whole internet.
See, that's the problem still. That's the problem, bro. You can't be dealing with no streamers, man. They're gonna use you as content.
And it's like, why? What the f is wrong with you? That, like, this is really, we're gonna go litigate all of our personal whatever now publicly because you want to feel good or you want support. Like, it's, God, it's so
Love or hate Hassan, he's definitely right here, and the fact that Emiru still hasn't went to the police with a restraining order, it helps Mizkif's case, as much as you want to believe it or not.
In Texas, a judge can grant a temporary ex parte protective order the same day on a finding, a clear and present danger, with a hearing within 14 daing. Someone who genuinely needs protection can have a temporary order in hours.
Like, I need to warn all women, he can never date anybody again. That's just so f***ing cringe.
I mean, that's the truth, though. If a woman alts, I feel like people are more likely to believe her no. And again, this doesn't take Mizkif off the hook. He could very well still be an boyfriend, but sexual assault her too far. And that's the beauty of nuance. I don't gotta pick a side here. I could just farm both for money. Emiru back in the day made allegations that Mizkif would drive really fast in the car and would scare her, and you know, his ex.
Oh, is this where the abuser comes in? He would drive really fast in the car.
His girlfriends have corroborated that he's done the same behavior with them, so it wasn't looking good for Miz.
One of her claims that she made about me was they said that I drive very fast. Just watch this clip.
What's the fastest you've ever driven in your car?
I don't want to. Can they censor it? If
160 miles an hour, guys. That's the fastest she's ever driven. That's nuts.
So she just told Asman that she drove faster than 160 miles an hour. But wait for this.
I can't say because that's near where we live.
Oh, okay. Jesus Christ.
It's where we live. I live in a residential zone.
They're just both worth each other at this point. Disgusting. I would never drive that fast. If any
Yo, 160 miles, that's crazy fast.
law enforcement is watching, that wasn't me, and I did it on a track, and I crashed.
Let's check out the comments, man. Let's check out the comments. So far, what we've learned that Emiru is a line B. Mizkif is zesty and a weirdo. Definitely, you can call him a weirdo, but he is not an S-ayer. He didn't S-A the shorty, like a lot of people are trying to say. Okay, let's read some of the comments. Emiru Files just finished. Two things can be true: Emiru being a liar and Mizkif being very unlikable. Okay. Screenshot, just kidding. Screenshot goes public years later. Facts. Extra Emily just. Why does an airline care about this? Mizkif looks like the ladybug from Bugs. Yeah, that's funny. Saying screenshot JK. Yeah, that's funny. So I feel like people are more looking at the fact that the shorty said just. I think that's the funniest thing about this is like she said that screenshot went viral a year later after she said, "Oh, just kidding. I ain't screenshot it. Dude, I literally lost my job today and this guy is the first recommended by YouTube." Funny. That one girl's eyes are so far apart that she can check her blind spot without looking over her shoulder. I love that I'm genuinely not sure if saying love or hate Hassan while zooming in on Destiny. Let's check out what the boy says. We have a boy, Pegasus. He's a very big Mizkif hater. And apparently he's siding with him on this situation. More Pegasus, huge Mizkif hater, unexpectedly sides with Mizkif on several points in his lawsuits against Emiru. I still do feel bad for him because it's a horrible thing to happen to anybody. So, well, let's go. Let's check it out.
This time, he's finally brought receipts. He talks about his reputation being destroyed and people on Twitter calling him a grapist. He points out contradictions in Emiru's story and goes over the main allegation of him putting his hands down her pants. He claims it was not SA because he stopped when she was uncomfortable. He points out that Emiru never actually filed a police report or got a restraining order like she said she would on stream. He calls out her lawyer's defense, calling the accusation her emotional truth.
I deny those accusations. FBI, open up! The word that came next,
emotional truth. So or what?
Rapist, came from everyone who heard her and ran with it. The verdict was in before I even said a single word.
Yeah, so this is the problem with these online allegations, right? People will just call you a grapist, instantly sort of jumping the gun, which is completely crazy, especially if you don't have the evidence. Obviously, we never called him anything like that, nor will we ever try to use those labels against anyone that isn't literally a convicted rapist, right? That's the
So she went. Let's understand this, guys. This girl claimed that her boyfriend raped her. Went on a stream, talked about it for hours. Didn't make one police report. Didn't file not one, nothing. Didn't talk to the police at all. And we're supposed to take her side for trying to ruin this guy's life. Yeah, the world is messed up still. The world is messed up.
The only situation where you should ever use that word, especially if you like don't know the people involved at all and it's like a he said she said story on the internet, right? But despite the fact that he's an unlikable guy, I still do feel bad for him because it's a horrible thing to happen to anybody. And the problem was he didn't really help his case at all. I don't know why he decided to make that response, but at least he's finally come out with something like this. So then he starts pointing out contradictions in Emiru's story. She said that the live stream was spontaneous, but also admitted that it was planned. So it doesn't really make sense that this was like an off-the-cuff sort of emotional truth sort of argument that she's going for.
She has done exactly one live stream. And across that single stream, her story does not hold together.
Oh my god, that is absolutely tragic, bro. Anyways, obviously...
Wait, how is he getting more dislikes than likes? Oh shit, I can't see it. Why can't I see it? Why can't I see it? All right, we're gonna check out this whole 45 minutes video. I'm invested, okay? But after we finish this,
obviously, I don't blame him for coming out with this video. He absolutely needed to in order to clear his name regarding these allegations. This is like the scenario where you have to defend that annoying piece of shit because he happened to be wronged by somebody else. And I feel like regardless of how fucking insufferable somebody is, I believe people should have their justice and their chance to fight in court. Obviously, this is the case is not over, it's still ongoing, but this video is definitely way more convincing than his previous ones. Emiru actually never filed a police report or got a restraining order after she went on stream saying that she would.
20 months have now passed since the alleged incident without a single criminal complaint, restraining order, or investigation appearing in any record in California or Texas. The total absence of any official action over a year and a half stands in stark contrast to the severity of what she accused me of.
Okay, yeah, that is not good for Emiru's side. Like, if you said you were going to file like a restraining order, you gave the internet the impression that, okay, you are really serious with this. You probably have the evidence to go forward with this. She even said that, oh, I'm expecting a lawsuit from this guy. Basically, like acknowledging that, hey, I know what I'm saying here. I know I'm making a serious allegation and I know he's going to sue me, but I'm prepared. I'm prepared for this. But if your defense is like basically like an emotional truth type thing, I don't know. It's up to the court to decide. But personally, I feel like if you make like, a very criminal type allegation, you can't really just walk it back and be like, well, I didn't act.
Let's check out the full context of those racist messages. Let's pause on the essay allegations for now. What the happened to my light? Hold on, chat. Something happened to my light. Guess I can only have the colored stuff, colorful stuff then. Yeah. So this is the full context of the messages. Yo, what's going on with my light, bro? Can you guys still see me? No, I'm all completely dark. All good. So it says here, this is the full context, right? What tweet about Rumble? Yeah, doing kata or something. Yeah, we're streaming it once. It was okay. I'm not gonna read all this. I'm not gonna read all of this. I want to see what Pokimane has to say about this. I want to see what Pokimane. Like again, I don't know none of these streamers. I don't really fuck with the poggers. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think black people should fuck with the poggers, but I guess we can talk. We can check the full video here now. Okay, I guess we can check out the full thing. Should we?
Violence with me, and today
it's 45 minutes. All right, please be nice. I mean, please be good. I want this to be good. If it's not good, I'm gonna dislike it.
I would like to go over them. I'm Matthew Renato. the streamer known online as Mizkif. In the court filings, my name is also spelled Mizrandino. This is about Emily Shunk, the streamer online known as Emiru, who I was in a relationship with for about 3 years. For 3 years, she was the first person I saw every morning and the last person I saw every night.
Every night.
She was a person who wanted to marry me and have my children. Then, about 10 months later, after we broke up, in October of 2025, on a live stream to her audience of millions, she accused me of sexual assault, stalking, and abuse.
Chill. Yo, that's in GTA. That's in TikTok.
I deny those accusations completely. To be clear about the setup, I'm the one who went to court. I sued her for defamation, meaning for making false accusations that damaged me. A court.
Wait, so how long after the breakup? Let's go back.
Stalking and abuse. After we broke up, I have my children. The last person I saw every night. She was a person who wanted to marry me and have my children. Then, about 10 months later.
10 months later, guys. 10 months later, she accuses this boy of SA. That is crazy. Yo, she's dangerous.
After we broke up, in October of 2025, on a live stream to her audience of millions.
Yo, Emiru is dangerous, bro. You gotta watch out for girls like this. I feel like girls do this when they feel like you're moving on and they're like, yo, I want to backstab him one last time.
She accused me of sexual assault. I sued her for defamation, meaning for making false accusations that damaged me. A court has since ordered me to lay out, one statement at a time, exactly what she said that is false. This is me doing that, with the public court record and her own words placed next to each claim, so you can weigh it for yourself. Here's what's changed. After her October 2025 live stream, the accusation spread everywhere, and to most people, the story was already settled. I was guilty. But what changed is that in June 2026, a federal judge reviewed her request to throw my entire case out and recommended the opposite, that it moves forward. So here's the accusations that she made on stream. These are in her words as the judge quoted them. On October 2025, near the start of her live stream, by the magistrate judge on the account of the transcript, she said she was, and quote, finally going to be opening up about the psychological and domestic abuse.
Okay, let's see the video straight up, all right? Let's see the video straight up.
Today, I'm finally going to be opening up about the psychological and domestic abuse, stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail that Mizkif has done towards me, and some of these issues which are still ongoing.
By the way, chat, she completely lied about the SA part. I don't know about the rest, but the SA part, complete cap.
The entirety of this year, I have attempted to separate myself from him and not talk about him at all, and not talk about this.
And this is 10 months after she broke up, or they broke up. 10 months after, she comes online and says that my boyfriend SA'd me. What was the SA? Listen, they were kissing, and he put his hands down the pants. Once she said that she wasn't comfortable with it, he stopped right away, jumped like a cat. That's her words, jumped like a cat, and left. Where's the SA? I don't know. Y'all let me know in the comment section below if that's SA, bro. I don't know, man. I'm not an SA expert.
This issue and just not make it a public thing. I always tried my best to keep this to myself, but like I said, I feel like it's gone.
She can't even look up to the camera,
on to the point, which I'll explain later, that I feel like it just has to be done. And I have always believed in not condemning people or starting drama online. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to be asking, why am I doing this and why now? And I would like to explain that.
All right. So this is her. I find it funny that these clip pages, they just boom, and then they drop the Twitch clip for people to watch. Yo, she's She's evil, bro. She's really evil. She's evil. Like,
This is the channel for you. If you don't like learning stuff, then stay right here.
This is a recent stream. I want to see what do they do?
Ask for where to go, like.
Saying that if your account is inactive for 36 months, what the
tragedy. He was a real.
That's what they do. That's what these type of streamers do.
Iron Pharaoh. Okay, too. My team would be losing because the ranks are slightly.
Yo, what's their demographics? Like, how old are these people watching them? What's your demographic? I feel like only kids are watching this. No? I feel like kids are watching this. She doing cosplay. Yo, you gotta stay away from these cosplay bitches, bro. They're weird.
This guy's so mad that we're getting subs.
Is that the same girl? Oh.
Okay. Like you have like a cool aura. Oh yeah. She's so cute. I'm waiting in line.
I just wanted to get familiar with her content. Seems like they just play games, react to videos, and cosplay, play League of Legends.
What handheld digital toy required users to care for a virtual pet that could die if neglected?
Tamagotchi!
Man. Yo, her voice is annoying, dog. Like, yo, I don't know how this guy was handling that, bro.
Stalking and harassment, sexual assault, and threats of blackmail that Mizkif has done towards me, and some of these issues which are still ongoing. Under Texas law, as a magistrate judge in my case wrote, accusing someone of a crime or of engaging in serious sexual misconduct is defamation per se. In plain terms, defamation per se means that falsely accusing someone of a crime is treated by the law as damaging on its face. So, the harm does not have to be proven separately. Those are accusations of crimes. I deny every one of them. And the judge did not leave that standard in the abstract, applying it to her sexual assault accusation in the same opinion. She found that accusation reasonably capable of a defamatory meaning and allowed my defamation claim to move forward. If you want to find any of these readings, I'll be putting a link below where you can read everything. For the first time.
Okay, let's see those papers. Let's see those. Ooh, this is serious. Ooh, this is serious. Mizkif Enterprise LLC. She's getting sued not by the person, but by the LLC, by the company. Oh, this is serious. Oh, this is heavy. This is heavy. Yo, this is serious. Yo, she effed up. Okay, let's go through some of this. Okay, complaint. Filing fee, $400. Receipt filed by Matthew. 4 bills. Just to file this thing? Main documents, complaint, exhibit A, civil. Okay, let's check this. Attachment 1. Ooh. Exhibit A, notwithstanding your separation from OTK. Okay, I don't know what that means. I'm not no lawyer, but request for insurance summons, notice of attorney appearance. So he filed like November 3rd. All throughout this year, they've been doing a lot of things, yeah? Okay, let's see this. Declaration of Emily Beth. I'm defendant above exhibit 8. Yo, I'm not watching none of this. I'm not reading none of this. But hey, it looks like Mizkif did his thing. He's formally going after her. Good job.
Time I spoke until now, my account has not changed. The same denial, the same story, the same detail. I have never had to take anything back because I have never lied. She has, repeatedly, through this entire process. And I'm going to walk you through the lies in her own filings and her words. The same filing has her calling one live stream spontaneous, unedited, and unscripted in one document, and describing a lawyer's review and prepared notes in another. It has her swearing in a footnote that we did not get back prepared notes.
She said unscripted. If you look at this, she's literally looking at a sticky note right there. Yo, she did not even look at the camera once, and she's trying to act like it was unscripted.
In another. It has her swearing in a footnote that we did not get back together, while 2 months of her messages say that we did. It was her announcing a restraining order in 2 states that she never filed. Those are not differences of memory, they are lies, and the records are right here. The first thing that people told about me were that he admitted to everything. I never did, and I never moved off my own story. The first thing most people heard about was not that the accusations itself, it was that I had gone on my own stream and admitted to all of it. This is false. I denied these claims from the beginning, and I've said that in the same thing every day since. Almost no one listened to my side. Before I went live, Emiru went live first. She told the world that I sexually assaulted her, abused her.
Chill, yo, that's in GTA, guys. It's in GTA.
And stalked her before I had a single word in my defense. I deny those accusations completely. The word that came next, rapist, came from everyone who heard her and ran with it. The verdict was in before I even said a single word. And when I did go live, I told my side, and I have stuck with it word for word to today. She has not. She has done exactly one live stream, and across
this is the unscripted live stream with the notes on her lap.
That single stream, her story does not hold together. It has contradictions that are laid out in the sections that follow, in her own filings and her own words. One account has never changed, the other keeps changing. So why does the false version that I admitted to everything,
okay, let's check out the contradictions.
A common place where we would get food, and then we went back to her house. We cuddled for about 30 minutes and we started to kiss. She said that she was okay with it on her stream, and I started to advance to the next stage because I thought that's what she wanted. She yelped, and I immediately sprung up and was scared if I did anything wrong or did wrong in general. I got scared and left the house. So why does this false version that I admitted to everything still win? I would also like to make it very clear that up until that moment, Emiru and I had been dating for over 3 years. We did break up for about a couple weeks, but we immediately got back together. And through the past last year of our relationship, we were constantly breaking up with each other, and then we would repeatedly have sex and get back together. So this is just one of those moments. To date, there is no evidence of a police report or any other legal action over the incident she alleges happened around October 2024, despite her public statements in October 2025, where she said to her audience that she was seeking a restraining order.
I am already in the process of filing a restraining order on him in both Texas and California.
20 months have now passed since the alleged incident without a single criminal complaint, restraining order, or investigation appearing in any record in California or Texas. The only active case arising from any of this is my defamation lawsuit that I brought against her. The total absence of
this girl deserves to go to jail, man. She deserves to go to jail.
Any official action over a year and a half stands in stark contrast to the severity of after the date she points to. It was not to the police. It was an audience of millions on a live stream. This is the reason she gave for going live. I felt like it was a necessary stream because I have heard that he has done things to other people that align with some of my own experiences, so I felt like it would be wrong for me to keep holding on to all this information. And here is what does not fit an assault. We kept dating for months afterward. Her own messages laid out in the next 2 sections show her coming over, cooking me dinner, asking to sleep together, calling me babe, messaging me, marry.
Oh no, that is crazy. So this is after the alleged SA. They got back together. She's calling the man, babes, let me cook, let me this. So let's see this. Do you want to come over? Are you okay with my alarm going off at 10? Sure. Come over when done. LMFAO, I was just at your house picking up my car. I'm gonna take a bath then come through. Are you free though? There's people streaming in your kitchen. Yeah. Let me know when you're done and I can come back over before your flight if there's any time. Meep.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap. No bullshit, bro.
You left your new pill bottle here, so unless you have more, I can bring them later. Yeah, I can come now. I'm going to yeah, come now. I'm going to bed. Merry Christmas, babe. Yo. You didn't say it back. That's crazy.
Merry Christmas, babe. When it ended in January 2025, I was the one who walked away, and she is the one who did not want to split up. Her lawyers swore in a footnote that we did not get back together after the assault. Her own messages in the section below say otherwise. That is a lie, and in the record proves it. In court, she changed what the accusations even were. In public, Emiru called the accusations sexual assault, the crime. But once I sued her, her lawyers argued that her own words were never factually a claim at all. Only her protected emotional truth. She said, and I quote, "Her story is admirable, and in telling it, she is stating her emotional truth, not some statement of decisive fact." My attorneys answered that with one line. Emotional truth is not a recognized defense to defamation in Texas. And this is not just my side spin on her.
Yo, she's basically saying that, yo, how can I put this in other words? Like, let's say I get robbed right now. Like, I get robbed. No, I can't really say. Yeah, let's say I get robbed by my best friend. And I go on stream and I start talking a bunch of Gaza about my best friend. And I'm like, yo, he's this, he's that. Then I'm saying he essayed my little sister, and I'm adding more lies. And then I go to court. I'm like, yeah, that was my emotional truth because I felt a certain way. Yeah,
her defense.
That's
the
not
magistrate judge restating Shunk's own motion in her own words.
Yo, lucky yes 5591. Yes. Big news for the unemployed. But in my defense, I don't know. I don't know these people. So this is like my kind of drama that I, you know what I'm saying, that I want to know about. You know what I'm saying? I kind of need to know about that. I have to know about this. If I don't know about this, there's something in my life that I'll be missing. All right. Lucky, yes, you better stay for the whole thing. Honestly, I was satisfied with the clips, but there's a 45 minutes. Yo, there's text messages. This is juicy, dog. This is juicy. And I feel like we need to find a way to cancel that girl still. We need to cancel that girl for sure. For sure. That girl can never have another boyfriend ever again.
Described it in exactly those terms. She also argues that her statement, considered in its entirety, was an opinion or her protected emotional truth. The judge did not buy it on the part that matters the most. Vague feelings about a relationship can be protected opinion. But falsely accusing someone of sexual assault,
crazy,
the judge held, is different because those words can only mean one thing, that I committed a crime. She found exactly that about Shunk's accusation. Considering the gist of Shunk's statement, which included allegations of sexual assault, the court finds that it was reasonably capable of a defamatory meaning. He plausibly pleads a claim for defamation against Shunk based on her allegedly untrue statement that includes allegations of sexual assault. So here's where it stands. She told millions of people I sexually assaulted her. She has never produced a police report. We dated for months after that, the night that she points to. And when I took her to court, her own lawyers argued those words were not a factual accusation, but her feelings, her emotional truth. The federal magistrate judge recommended that my defamation claim goes forward on exactly that statement. And in her exact words, found it reasonably capable of a defamatory meaning. Her filings say we never got back together. The messages from those months say otherwise. In her brief reply, her lawyer stated in a footnote, for clarity, Shunk and Mizrandino did not get back together after the assault. Sadly, this is a common tactic by abusers to try to justify their behavior towards victims. But on her own live stream, she described that same breakup as nothing more than a short period.
That's crazy. Yo, that girl, she deserves jail, man. She needs to go to jail.
FBI, open up!
These girls are evil, bro. You can't trust no girls,
Okay.
man.
Short period is a brief break, and then we got back together. So let me be exact about the timeline, because this is where people have gotten confused. According to Emiru and her lawyers, we broke up in October 2024, and they told the court that we never got back together. Every message below is after that. On November 18th, I told Emiru that she can come over, and she said, is it okay if my alarms go off at 10, LOL? I said, sure. On December 16th, I ask if she wants to come over, she tries to call my phone. On December 18th, she makes me salmon for dinner. When I tell her my uncle...
Oh, she was cooking for the SA guy? Oh my God, she's cooking for her abuser? That's crazy.
...died, she asks if I want to come over, and she does. On December 21st, she asks the...
Hold on, let's judge the food. Let's judge the food, okay? Let's judge the food. Let's judge the food. Okay. Look at tomatoes, okay, the cherry tomatoes. A nice piece of lime. Nice piece of lime. White rice. Okay. Salmon looks perfectly cooked. Salad. Feta cheese on... She did her thing. Hey, my uncle died. I'm just gonna stay here. I'm sorry. Oh shit. She was like, okay, I'm sorry. Do you want me to come over? If you want, yeah. She's so cute. That's so cute, bro. That's so cute. Oh my God.
He asks if I want to come over, and she does. On December 20th,
Okay, my boy says here, I like Emiru, but I believe she just made an emotional mistake. I'm pretty sure she will take accountability for the lie she apparently made. Yo, I don't know, bro. They're lying in... Look at the court files, bro. They're trying to lie in court. They're lying in court. So Emiru's in the wrong. She's trying to find a way to not get charged with defamation. But yo, just take the charge and move on. She should apologize to the man right now. Has she ever even made an ounce of apology? I don't think so.
21st, she asks to come shower at my place.
Ooh, not the shower.
Can I still come over tonight? Because she wanted to sleep with me. You know how you said my shower was cold? Obviously, I was at her place. My hot water completely is out now. I want to shower at your place. I'll just get up early again.
I know for sure that's a lie, bro. Emiru's lying about this. But my shower is cold. She's definitely lying right there. She's lying, bro.
I said yes. On December 25th, Christmas, she said hi, and then Merry Christmas, babe. This does sound like a couple that is broken up. On December 30th, 2024,
he didn't even answer to the hi.
We sleep together. Me, okay, I'm going to bed. Emiru said, okay. I then said, I'm just getting ready. Emiru said, do you want to sleep together? I then said, yeah. Keep in mind that a lot of the calls that we would have with each other are not shown because we called each other every single day as we slept with each other every single night. January the 15th to 18th, I call her babe in a text. Her filing said that we did not get back together after the October 2024 breakup, as she describes. These are her own messages from November, December, and January, all after that date. The file...
Wait, hold on. This guy filed November 3rd.
And the messages describe two different relationships. Our next point, she also says that she ended the relationship. But here's what actually happened the morning I walked out. We were together on and off for 3 years. A relationship we kept hidden from almost everyone around us. But near the end,
Yeah, how you hiding your relationship? If you have to hide your relationship, you know you failed. Like hiding a relationship, like what? Why? Unless you're dating a thought, like you don't want, you don't want the bros to see that you're dating a thought. That's the only reason. But yo,
broke up, we got back together more times than I can count. I wanted space and she wanted to move closer. I told her I wanted her to move out and that I wanted space, and it was a line that never healed. The week of our official breakup in January, we had agreed to finally sit down and each say what we wanted for the future. We slept at her house. On the morning of January 23rd, 2025, she handed me a note, and in it, she wrote that she wanted to marry me, that she wanted to build a life and move into an apartment right next to me, because she knew how much I needed my space. And I looked at it. I looked at her, and I handed it back to her. I told her, I can't do this anymore.
okay, now we know why she said that. She basically proposed to the man, and now she's accusing the man of freaking SA. That's crazy.
And I'm sorry. And the last thing I heard as I was closing her front door, and she said, don't go. This is who ended it. So in my complaint, I said, he called off the relationship in January 2025. So to be exact, the exact date that our relationship ended was on January 23rd, 2025. I left Austin in early February, first for Japan, and the move to Los Angeles came afterwards. After 2 trips overseas, the day by day in the timeline is going to be shown. These messages are shown with me and at one point my best friend, Extra Emily. So Extra Emily knew that I wanted to break up with Emiru for a long time. And these messages are on the exact date.
Okay, I need to pull up the clips of Extra Emily. And what has she ever said anything about this whole situation? We need to know. I need to know.
That I broke up with Emiru.
Not gonna lie, I don't watch none of these streamers, but when the drama's spicy, yo, this drama's spicy. It's crazy.
On January 23rd, 2025. I messaged her and I said, bitch, I did it. I ended it. Emily said, shut up. No way. I'm free to call whenever. I said, are you streaming? And she said, not until Saturday. And then I messaged her and I said, okay.
Yo, do they share each other's location like this? By the way, this for those who are employed, this is Extra Emily. She recently went viral for crashing this, almost crashing. My bad. I don't want to get sued for defamation, but look, she almost crashed.
Lucky bitches. Oh, sorry. Okay, my bad. That was my bad. I gotta check my my oopsies. It's fine. We are making it. Good thing they did their horn. I had auto.
Good thing they did their horn. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I love it. Yo, Extra Emily. I actually like her stuff. I need to watch her more. I feel like, yeah, I think I might like Extra Emily. I might like her. She seems like she's cool. She seemed pretty cool. But I just want to watch this again. Boom, Shorty's driving. You know what I'm saying? Shorty's driving. Everything's blessed. You see how she's moving? She's reading chat and she's calling her chat bitches.
Lucky bitches.
Oh no, never mind. She's saying lucky bitches. But look how she's locked into the chat. She's just reading the chat.
Lucky bitches.
And then boom, she's about to turn. She didn't even look. She turns and hopes for the best.
Oh, sorry. Okay, my bad.
My bad.
That was my bad. I gotta check my
But honestly, with all jokes aside, I'm so glad that nothing crazy happened and it didn't go far. But shit, girl, you gotta watch out.
Oopsies. It's fine.
So what's that instant karma? Damn, the chat is evil.
Fine. We are making it. Good thing they did their horn.
Good thing they did the horns. Yo, that got 10 million views. 10 million views for someone almost crashing. This is crazy. Let's see some of the comments. All right. Okay. I don't like these racist stuff. Okay, it's not funny. It's not. Okay, race has nothing to do with this. Throwback when Extra Emily recorded herself driving to a red light on stream.
And Austin, you know, like the stuff.
I just took it in. Did she get banned for this? Did she get banned for this? Because I remember Rakai got banned for driving and, you know, being distracted. Did Extra Emily get banned? I remember making a video about Rakai. But hey, let's go back to the real deal here.
Mizkif. The conversation didn't end there. 2 days later, on January 25th, it was Emiru reaching out to talk things over with Extra Emily. And Extra Emily had already heard from me that it was over. So this is January 25th, 2025. Extra Emily says, okay. And then she says, she texted me to talk. I'm pretending like you didn't tell me the news. Okay, I'm talking to her on the phone soon. I then said, are you streaming tomorrow? And she said, no. So if this doesn't prove that Emiru is lying, that who broke up with who, I don't know what does. So now we're gonna move on to the stalking allegations and where I actually was. On February 2nd, 2025, about 10 days after we broke up, I flew to Japan. The reason why I flew to Japan is that I knew if I stayed in Austin, that we were just gonna get back together and get in the same loop that we had been in for almost a year. On February 21st, 2025, I came back to Austin and stayed about 3 weeks.
This guy put the graphs. He made sure to put the proper timeline. Man, I'm not gonna lie. The first time he went public and was talking about this situation, it was hard to believe him. But yeah.
This is when my friend Simply had a party, which is the one that she ties to stalking, was on February 23rd, 2 days after I landed, about a month after we broke up. On March 16th, 2025, I flew back to Japan and stayed there for nearly 2 months. On May 12th, 2025, I returned to Austin for about 2.5 weeks. And in May 29th, 2025, I moved to Los Angeles. Stalking means being near someone and contacting them when they don't want it. For most of the year after we ended it, I was on another continent and then in another state. I put distance between us deliberately, more than once. And on my own stream, here is what I exactly said about it. That week, I made flights to Japan because I didn't want to sit around and wait possibly to get back together again. I have never talked to her in person since. I have been removed from OTK Discords. I did see her at a party once at Simply's house, one of my close friends. The house was very small and I opened the door. I said, whoops, I want to make it very clear I was not following her. It just happened that I was with someone she knew the entire night. The house is about 2,000 square feet with about 50 people. I, of course, was near her, but I was never following her. The specific
I don't think that's I don't think you can call that stalking, guys. Is that stalking?
incident she calls stalking is a party. Here is how she described it on her own stream from the certified transcript she filed herself. I made the mistake of thinking that I only had to cut him off through personal private communication, but I also had to start avoiding going to the same parties or places I was worried he'd be. There was a party that I attended. I was aware that he would be there and I thought it wouldn't be a big deal. We're adults, right? During this party, I felt like he was following me around and monitoring me.
I felt like.
But I thought that that was just being paranoid. About 30 minutes later, the room that we're in, the door opens, it's Miz. He opens the door, makes eye contact with me, goes ooh, and closes the door and leaves.
How is that following someone? Yo, I don't think this girl's right in her head still. Or is she is she purposely doing this to ruin this guy's life?
That is the entirety of her stalking
Stop the
allegations. Read in her own words, this is obviously not stalking.
She was never cut off. She says that she cut me off through personal private communication, but she controlled the contact. She didn't block me, and on her own stream, she showed messages proving that I could still reach her. Choosing not to answer someone while never blocking them, while leaving every channel they could use to reach you wide open, and while showing no sign that you want them to stop is not the same as being stalked.
She also knew that I was going to be there. In her own words, she was aware that I would be there and chose to attend the same party. Going somewhere you knew the other person would be at is the opposite of being followed.
Stop the cap.
She also says that she felt and thought she was paranoid. She does not say I actually followed or monitored her. She said that she felt that way and twice told her audience that she thought she was just being paranoid.
She was probably paranoid still. Okay. Stalking claim, that goes out the window. Let's see some of the court filings and what we're talking about in court.
Through our both breakups and dealing with our own problems. When I got back from Japan, he is the one who invited me. I was not there to find her. While Simply was giving me a tour of his house, I opened the door. I saw 4 OTK members sitting there in the corner and closed it.
What the fuck is OTK? What is OTK? OTK, a popular gaming, media, and content creation. Oh. Yo, that's OTK? Not gonna lie, bro. These guys look funny still. That's OTK, guys. It looks like a bunch of goofs still. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. Gotta keep it a bean. Looks like a bunch of goofs. A house full of goofs. It's like the nerd house. This generation is fake. I'm glad
and be a part of what we were trying to.
I'm glad I'm not part of this drama. Imagine this is how a bunch of teenagers act. This is not how adults be acting, to be honest. It's just a bunch of teenagers with a bunch of money, and that's how they choose to spend their time.
That is the whole opening the door moment that she describes as me stalking her.
I feel like I'm not putting allegations on him, but I feel like he's a bit of a weirdo too. You know what I'm saying? He's just good at hiding it. He's, no?
I want that to sink in, that is what she described as stalking. Moment she describes a tour of my best friend's house is me stalking her. In my own text on that night, prove it in real time. I messaged Extra Emily asking why everyone was upstairs, what the group in the corner was about, and what was going on. I thought that they were making another version of OTK, and I got worried. And Extra Emily just told me to basically not worry at all. That was it. And she somehow labeled that as stalking. In May of 2025, 5 months after we broke up, I sent her a long message by her own account on her own stream. She received it and sat with how to respond until her friends told her it had to be.
So there's a clips, because I was looking for clips for Extra Emily and these guys. I couldn't find many, but this is a clip where he says that Extra Emily persona is fake and there's nothing wrong with that since it helps her succeed.
Everyone can see that she's fake. Yeah, she's fake. Of course she's fake. Extra Emily, her persona is fake. But is it a bad thing that it's fake? Who cares? Like, it's a persona. Like, I don't really give a fuck.
Was this guy a Twitch streamer? Was he always streaming on Twitch?
AI. She said, and I quote, "I had someone send me a massive apology message and I wasn't sure, like, what to respond. I showed a couple of friends and they were like, this is literally ChatGPT."
I had someone send me like a massive like apology message, and I wasn't sure if I like wanted to respond, so like I showed a couple friends and they were like, "Emmy, this is literally ChatGPT," and I was like, "Oh." I guess I'm not responding.
You could put it back into ChatGPT and be like, "Is this?"
Yeah, no, they did, and ChatGPT said it's probably ChatGPT.
This is obviously about me because we were in a relationship the entire time that ChatGPT has existed. This was months before she even went public with an accusation. You do not consider how to respond to the person you say sexually assaulted, abused you, and words were too well written to be mine. Think about that. I would like to now talk about the abuse claim that Emiru tried to hint at on her stream. Here's the truth, in my own words. I have never hit Emiru. The one physical thing that ever happened was an accident. I had a habit of tossing my phone onto my bed, and one time it bounced off the mattress and caught her in the eye, and it left a bruise. I felt terrible.
FBI, open up! Guilty.
About it. I apologized immediately. I stopped throwing my phone that day, and we moved past it. That is the only time I ever hurt her.
Guilty.
And it was not on purpose. What makes that more than just my word is that, at the time, her own account matched it in 2022. When she had the bruise, she did not call it abuse to anyone. She called it an accident both publicly and in private. In Emiru's best friend at the time's chat room on August 11, 2022, surrounded by all of Emiru's close friends and even her brother, she said the same thing. When a friend asked her directly whether something had given her the black eye, she answered that it was not intentional and called the whole thing a funny story that she would explain later. Bo baiting. Did someone knock you out, Emily? Emiru said, not intentionally. I got a black eye a week or two and it's finally almost gone. It's a long story, but funny as fuck. LOL, I'll DM you later. There was never a police report. There is nothing in any record from that time that treats this as an abuse. In calls, text messages, or anything that means no criminal charges, no.
Okay, so he goes over the black eye, the real fallout, losing friends, closing statement. So I guess he goes over everything here.
For ahead of time. She said, TLDR, he was rejected from an esports party, showed up anyway, and got kicked out instantly. So they tried to paint a narrative that I was kicked out and that I was not invited. I want to make it.
So let's check out some of the comments. Did she just admit to perjury and burying evidence on cam? Oh dear God. It's crazy because even after this, Emiru is still going to have a flourishing career. Nothing will happen to her. Let's see the replies. Sad that the world works like that, and my guess is that the friends that left him will still not come back. He lost everything, and she will basically lose nothing, even though she literally accused him of a crime. The repeated seg was, you can think of Mizkif for, but he's, the last clip was wild. Don't get me wrong, I'm not a fan, but I'm never okay with just running with something like this. There's been too many examples of public humiliation like this with no proof. Yo, this is crazy.
Very clear. I was invited by my friend Alana. She just texted me and said go. And I have been to hundreds of parties before Emiru's allegations with no problem in any way, shape, or form. And I got texted by Alana to go to this party with my friend Jeannie. We show up, we did get wristbands immediately, and we were able to walk in. 15 minutes later was when I was escorted out. I never had a problem getting into the party I showed my ID just like everyone else and waited in line and was immediately let in, only to be almost immediately let out. This was not a case of someone who was simply disliked. And before I left for Japan, after I broke up with Emiru, I was around creators of every kind. And when I came back, almost no one spoke to me. And while I was in Japan, Emiru went through all of my old friends and everyone that we were friends with and spread lies about me.
Wow.
And instead of going to the police or any legal channel, she went straight to the people who mattered the most in my life and my career. Whether out of bitterness that I was the one who ended it or for some other reason, I cannot say. What I can say,
fam, is because of how you ended it. You never end a relationship the way he ended the relationship. Okay, it's just horrible, right? He basically humiliated her. I'm not saying that what he did is wrong. What he did is perfectly fine. It's just women are evil creatures, right? If like the way he left, like let's go back to the way he left, right? He told her, like, she basically said, I want to marry you and have kids. And he went like, yo, here's the paper. Like, I think she wrote something like, you know, something cutesy, like, yo, I want to marry you, na. And then he just took the paper and said, nah, bye. I don't want that. Walked away. That's the worst possible way to break up with a girl. You just know, like, if you break up with a girl in that way, she is going to come at you with false allegation. She's going to try to rob your house. She's going to try to say whatever. She's going to defame your name, everything in the book. That's what's going to happen if you break up with a girl like this. She said she was going to marry you, bro. Honestly, yeah, that's expected.
Is that friends stepped back, not for anything I did, but for what she told them.
So what she did right there, she went behind everyone's back and spread lies to his friends, because a man's treasure is their friends. So if you can take away his friends, you take away his life.
While I wasn't in the room. And the harm was done before I even said a single word. People watched Emiru's live stream and came almost immediately to every place you can find me and said that I was a rapist and destroyed my name. A false story then took hold that I had admitted to everything when I hadn't. When I spoke, I denied everything, and you can see it on my YouTube channel. And the file transcript proves it. But people who had already made up their mind repeated the false version anyway. Assault. And that is why there. I had 4 or 5 creators staying at my house almost every single night. I had Extra Emily, who was in the backyard doing something. I was hosting something, streaming with others, and collaborating with people across the entire Twitch scene. In the year that people try to paint that I was a nobody, I had over 100 collaborations with other creators, and I helped lead OnlyFans, the hardcore World of Warcraft guild that had over 300,000 active people checking in on it every single day, that Soda Poppin' and I ran together, which brought more than 300 creators into the same guild. And that was just a single month. In October 2024, 3 months before our breakup, I collaborated with Fuslie, Pokimane, the Botez sisters, T10 Nat, Hassan, and Extra Emily. I had a boys' night with NMP, E-Rob, and my friend Dave. I went to go see all of the Game of Thrones collection before they went on auction, and I even hung out with Jason, Max, and Ron that year. I also collaborated with people like Mari, Julia, and Danny. Yes, people try to call me an outcast, but I was outcasted when I came back from Japan. To show you how little of an outcast I was, these messages are between me and my friend at the time, Leslie, who is also known online as Fuslie. This was November 2nd, 2024, just 2 months before me and Emiru had broken up. I was in LA, and I wanted to meet up with her, but she responded, I won't get to see you before you go, but I'm coming to Austin for OTK game day, so I'll see you in like 2 weeks. And then you can just come to LA whenever, cause you'll love it here. Oh lol, wait, that's great. What was your apartment complex called? On November 4th, 2024, she then tells me her apartment number. This was someone that I once called one of my closest friends, Fuslie, wanting me to move to LA, as I was telling her 2 months before I broke up with Emiru that I wanted to move to LA and get out of Austin, Texas. Because I knew at the time that I wanted to end it with Emiru and move on. At the time, Fuslie was one of my best friends in the scene. Her and I would talk all the time about our problems, our issues,
we don't care about that.
Relationships, and sponsors. Right there with her, November 2024 text will show that the unit under Valkyries is available and come to LA whenever. I'll love it here. That is the friendship this next part is going to show you that I had. I was very close. So excited that she was for me to come over. Fuslie came to my house to hang out. She cut my hair and I streamed it. The very next day, June 19th, is when Cutie Cinderella sent the message shown before you that Fuslie had gone to Cutie asking what she thought about me. And Cutie told her her feelings and then told her to reach out to Emiru. Cutie is a dumbass and sent that message to an account that she thought was Emiru, but it wasn't. It was Emi who then gave it to me after Emiru made her allegations, showing you that people.
Heads up. Fuslie asked me what I thought about Miz today, and I told her my feelings, and she asked what happened with you two, and I told her to reach out to you.
People were my friends prior, but then once they heard Emiru's allegations.
Yo, Cutie Cinderella, she deserved the, like, she's, I don't know her, but she deserves to, like, we need to stop letting these people run stuff. Like, some people don't deserve no audience. Like, some people really don't deserve no audience. I think Cutie Cinderella, she runs the Streamer Awards, you know? Just from that performance that she did, yeah. See, the Streamer Awards were founded and organized by Twitch and YouTube content creator Cutie Cinderella. I don't know her from I only know her from that, and I feel like she's a dumbass.
Completely stopped talking to me. That is a 24-hour window between Fuslie sitting in my house and excited to be there, and Cutie privately briefing her on what it is and how to think about me. After the one private conversation, Fuslie stopped talking to me entirely. That friend who
Like, why would someone like this run the freaking Streamer Awards? Why would someone like this run that? Why?
wanted to be there on day one of me moving to LA. That friend that wanted me to live in her apartment complex under her friend Valkyrie was gone because she was told what to say and how to think about me. That friend who was at my house one day, who wanted me to live with her at one point, was now gone because of what she was told in a private message she was never supposed to have. A message from someone.
Right. I think we got enough here, right? Shit, that was like 40 minutes of my life that I will never get back. Was it worth it? Kind of. Kind of. Let's look at some of the court documents, okay? Let's look at some of the court documents here. I really hate going through documents, but, you know. How do I open this? Okay, let me just open the text version. Honestly, I could care less about this. Closing arguments or closing thoughts. I feel like that girl, she should go to jail. She should really go to jail. Like, it's not what she did to that man is not fair. Not fair. She did not play by the book. She really deserves to go to jail. She's a horrible person. She shouldn't have an audience. She should publicly apologize and just take the charge. She just needs to take the charge. I really don't care. What she did was wrong. What she did was wrong. She's lying in court. So that's fucked up. Let's react to some of the stuff that the Asmongold stuff, right? Because Asmongold, someone who considers himself as a straight up person, as someone of high moral grounds, someone that would never say the N-word. That's his words, right? Apparently, behind closed door, you be using the N-word, you know what I'm saying? So Mizkif exposed that they were using the N-word. He dropped a video saying that, yo, I'm not gonna comment on this because I'm in a lawsuit. So that's about it. And apparently there's something with Pokimane. So Mizkif just exposed messages between him and Emiru, and she called Pokimane a racist. So it says here, yeah, I have super bad stuff on But Pokimane is racist for her clips. But you don't try to act perfect, I guess. Yeah, that's why people hate her. Crazy. Mizkif sucks that Emiru was not being totally forthcoming with her lawyers. She was definitely trying to lie. She was trying to lie. XQC's girlfriend calls Emiru SA claim retarded and described Emiru's action as constant. So this is her explaining. I don't know if this is real, but there's a 6-minute clip of her explaining what they were talking about in that chat. Is it even worth reacting to this? I don't think it's worth it. What she did was wrong. Asmongold is a weirdo.
Pretty serious and uncomfortable for a lot.
She sounds retarded too. This whole thing is retarded.
Conversation because it was claimed in the post that like, oh, we were like joking about a password or like flirting or something, which like that is not what happened at all. And I will show you guys, like, I'm not scared to show that at all. That is not what was happening. Doesn't change certain things, like I said, but I will show you guys. So this is like,
okay, I found something better. I don't know if this clip is real or whatever, but it says your Twitch streamer Jason DeWeen. Everyone's getting exposed for the N-word. So it says here, Twitch streamer Jason DeWeen was shocked after his friend exposed Extra Emily for saying the N-word.
Extra Emily.
That's not true.
Emily. Extra. That's 3.
Bruh, nigga. Russell, that's not even true.
Do I have to? No. I think.
Wait, what?
Russell, that's not even true. Nigga.
Oh.
Russell, that's not even. Bruh, nigga.
Oh, Extra Emily. I know when Agent is giving the back shot, Agent is like, yo, say it. You get the pass.
Russell, that's not even true.
Do I have to? No. I think she said Nick. Oh my god.
Yo, you guys are fool. You guys are playing around, eh?
No, you're canceled, bro. No. You're done. No. I think she said Nick.
Yeah, let's watch it again.
Russell, that's not even true. Bruh, nigga.
Nah. Is she talking to Nick?
Russell,
She was like, bruh, my nigga.
that's not even true.
Do I have to?
Yo, see? She was trying to be like, nigga. Hey, dog.
Bruh, nigga. Russell, that's not even true.
Do I have to? No. I think she said Nick. Oh my god. No. You're canceled, bro. No. You're dying. No, like Nick, and then.
Someone says that's an old ass clip that was clarified by just listening to the next 60 seconds. Until I saw the context. Okay, let's see the full clip.
Called him Nick, but sorry.
I'll never do a stream with ever again.
Wait. Whoa, I have to clarify myself. I called him Nick. And then I was like, oh, I called him Nick, but sorry. You heard that, right?
You were saying, no, you almost called me, I think it was like Niggler or something like that.
No way! No, I didn't. No, whoa. I was shocked because I said Nick. Oh my God.
Okay, for sure.
Russell, okay, what's your answer?
Yeah, that's cap, bro.
Okay. Streamers I'll never do a stream with again. Let's see.
Wait, do people even go on your stream?
Yeah, sometimes.
He canceled a stream with us this week too.
Russell.
Yo, she's okay. Let's check. So effing obvious. She said Nick. Russell. That ain't even true. How is that even an argument? She's scratching her nose too much. Why she know? No one legitimately thinks that Emily said it. Anyone with a brain knows that. You gotta be a special kind of stupid to think that she's a racist when she's talking to her black friend on the phone. Nick, it's just the N-word for Russell. She didn't say Nick she said Nick Russell. Nick Russell. Okay. Okay, I see it. I see it. I see it. Hold on. Let me watch the first clip again, bro. Let me watch the first clip again.
That's not true.
Extra. That's 3.
Bruh, nigga.
Nah, bro. I don't know still. Yeah. Oh, I don't know still. But anyways, who cares, bro? Extra Emily's fine, bro. Let's talk about Kai Cenat, shall we? Okay. I think we're done with the Emiru. What's the other guy's name? Mizkif. Like the only time I see Mizkif is when he talks about like what he would do for stream, what he would do to make the kick app better and things like this. I don't even know what he does or who he is like that. So let's talk about this Kai Cenat stuff, right? I've talked about it many times, but I feel like I need to talk about it more and more and more.
By a fake Streamer University email.
So Kai Cenat, he did this thing called Streamer University, right? And he accepted some O models, adult content models. What is the point of that?
I have been receiving emails from a Streamer University email with the whole little thing. It was like, you got accepted into Streamer University. You have to pay this fee to be admitted to the school. Like, this is to secure your housing on it was like a first come first serve basis. I was like, okay, you know what? I've never heard of anyone having to pay, but like maybe it's kept on the down low. Like maybe you're not supposed to talk about it. Like, sure. Like I'll just pay it, you know? It was like, here's the Bitcoin address. I was like, that's a little bit weird, but maybe like Kai has so much money that he doesn't need it in like liquid money, so he just puts it in Bitcoin. Like that's kind of smart. Like maybe it's some tax thing. I don't know. Yeah, sure. That makes so much sense.
Oh, my boy David says here, I don't believe Emiru is a bad person. You can rightfully disagree with me, but I know she could go to jail for lying to the court, but I still don't believe Mizkif is a saint. I completely agree with you. I think Mizkif is a goof. Mizkif is he's a goofy. He's a weirdo. Okay? And I do think that in a relationship he can be somewhat like controlling or like I don't like Mizkif. I don't like him at all. I completely agree with you. Me, it's just the allegation. Of course, Emiru's she's not a bad person. She just made a mistake, you know what I'm saying? And it's not like she deserves hell because of what she did. She just needs to own up and maybe apologize. And she should get back with him, to be honest. If they look like they will make a great couple.
So I pay it.
That salmon looked very good. The one she cooked for him, that looked very good.
Of course. They come back the next day with another fee that cost double. You have to pay.
Are you? Yo, I'm tired of. Yo, is she for real? This has to be fucking lies. Like she's talking about how she got scammed. She got scammed. I don't believe this. A girl that received billions of emails daily. Wouldn't she get you got accepted from streaming? I don't believe this. But yeah, why Kai Cenat Kai Cenat shouldn't accept no OF shorties? Like, am I the only one tripping about this? Like, am I too old now? Like, I think this is just wrong. Like, what's the point of having OnlyFans bitches on Streamers University? Like, for what? Now here she says she has a whole talk about how she got scammed.
They come back the next day with another fee that cost double.
She fell for some next scam where someone said, "Oh, you're invited to Streamer U, pay this fee." Man, she gotta get out, bro. I I feel like she's gonna overshadow, like her shit is gonna overshadow anything positive about freaking Streamer U. Um, let's go to X, bro. Okay, it's probably going to be dangerous. I'm pretty sure I have safe search on. See, like everyone now is going to clip freaking that OF shorty because that's gonna get them views. I'm tired of this. Extra Emily thought she was eating in an eating contest. Agent after he finished his entire burger in 30 seconds. A burger shouldn't take more than a minute to eat. If you eat a burger in more than 5 minutes, something's wrong with you. Cassianat was confused after a fan decided to donate him $1,000. Because they love you, Kai. Neon just linked up with Dana White and planned a future stream together. Who cares? A man threw all of his wife's belongings into the street and kicked her out after she went on stage with Chris Brown. Is this for real?
Got me fucked up. She thinks she could get on stage with Chris Brown. Take you down, huh? Take you down here. Here's the rest of your shit.
Take you down.
Got me fucked up. You think it's sweet? You think you get on stage with Chris Brown? Well, come get your shit. Come get all your shit. Talking about take me down. Yeah, take you down. This bitch got me fucked up. She thinks she could get on stage with Chris Brown. Take you down, huh?
Finally, a man who really stands up and for his beliefs, because like, yo, how are you letting a Chris Brown dagger your girl on stage? How? If my girl does this, yo, she's out. Unless it's Drake.
Take you down here. Here's the rest of your shit.
No.
Got me fucked up. You think it's sweet? You think you get on stage with Chris Brown? Well, come get your shit. Come get your shit. Talking about take me down. Yeah.
That's a real man right there.
Take you down. How about now? You take you down. Do all your shit out, huh? You got me fucked up.
The only man I will let, like, you know, dance with my girl on stage is Drake. Other than that, Chris Brown, yeah, I'm breaking up with that.
Think you can get on stage with Chris Brown? Take you down, huh?
Let's see some of the comments here. He's cooked regardless. Insecure as F. No woman will. Now he's insecure. You guys see what? Do you guys want to see what Chris Brown be doing to these girls? Chris Brown dancing on stage. I want to see what he be doing. This is what he be doing. This shouldn't even be on TikTok. If my girl does this, oh my God. Call me insecure all you want, man. Call me insecure all you want, man. I guess I'm insecure. Yes, I'll be insecure. I don't care. Call me insecure. I don't care. So yeah, guys, DJ Academics is going to be in Toronto, a live show. Make sure y'all pull up, man. I can't wait to see everyone, man. Let's turn this up, man. Let's get it. All right? Can't wait to see everyone. We're going to turn up over there. Neon saw his career flash before his eye after Ryan Garcia dissed Kai Cenat in front of him.
What I will say is I'm happy that Kai's back to streaming. Because that fashion.
Yo, David, I completely agree. Every streamer has something that, you know, that will get exposed for. I don't think nobody's innocent. You know what I'm saying? But it's streaming. Streaming culture is toxic, let's be honest. So it's not really forgivable, especially like, for example, Mizkif. When the stories first came out, a lot of people were taking Emiru's side and they didn't really care about Mizkif because he's not likable. And now things are flipped. Streaming is like that, you know what I'm saying?
What? Hello?
Did he diss Kai Cenat? NBA Youngboy just dropped a diss track on Future. Who cares about this? Things get awkward after Sumaya asked Maddie to Hadi's ex, Lay. What? If she get back with him after bringing up Funny Mike Streamer University diss about him. Who cares? Yo, I can't lie. I hope Streamer U gets better, bro. Myron reacts after India Love gets her phone number. That I talked about this. India Love is stupid. She thought that a guy would just foam over her. So a random regular guy, right? She went to the store and that guy, she basically asked him for her number, or she asked him for his Instagram, and he was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm good." And then she was like, "What the fuck? You're supposed to like phone over me, right?" And yeah, he didn't want that. Blueface baby mama had enough and fully crashed out on him, telling Blueface she's fed up with how he always belittles her and drags her about her whole era. Man, you know what you get. This is a message for Navia.
I don't want you touching me. I don't. Like, you pick and choose who you want to play with. I don't want you touching me. I don't. Like, you pick and choose who you want to play with and talk shit to. You should have done that with the last bitch. Like, the real shit. Like,
She wasn't doing all this.
You're through. Because you make a motherfucker do this. You're through. Like, you're annoyed. Like, that shit.
I make you do this?
You literally.
Yo, is this a skit? Is this like an in real life skit? Because, like, Blueface, your life is really a movie. And this girl, she chose to be part of this. And she knew the script. So I don't know why she's acting like this. You should just take Blueface in and like stop acting like this. I don't agree with how he's treating her, but like, hey. Sneeko defends Lily J and says it's best to not assume bad on our sister. I spoke to her and her husband, and they are nice people. So this is this girl over here. She's a convert. She converted to Islam, and she runs a some next donation foundation for kids for Gaza and around the world. And basically she made some AI videos, promotional AI videos to show her work. And let's just say that didn't pass, right? People looked at it like funny, like why using AI to show off donation things? But she claims that all the funds were used used properly, and they just used AI as a hook, and then the rest of the videos were real. But hey, I don't get into that. I just think that you shouldn't use AI, especially if in that sensitive topic of freaking donations and money that is not yours, that people basically give you that money for a cause. You shouldn't use AI. DDG diss Funny Mike over the diss track he made about Kai Cenat Streamers University. If y'all like Mike, he would have been planning. Cares about, bro. They all made some diss tracks about Kai Cenat for not getting accepted. Who cares, bro? Sneeko got heated after someone sent TTS promoting Nick Fuentes. That was your best friend, bro. I don't know why you're mad. I see you guys posting the screenshot of Mizkif being racist, and y'all are missing the point. Mizkif does not give a F about black people. He is pulling a Johnny Depp on Emiru. His goal is, or no one goal is to ruin her publicity and turn the public against her. It's to discredit her allegation of abuse. Mizkif has admitted to throwing things in anger, and in doing so, he injured her face with a phone. Mizkif admitted to being jealous of Emiru whenever she succeeded. This is a big red flag, tells me. Okay, so this thing right there, you can't really blame him, fam. He dashed his phone and the phone bounced and it went on her face. Like, Mizkif admitting of being jealous of Emiru, oh, that's crazy. Okay, I'll give Emiru that. How are you gonna be jealous of your girl? This is a big red flag and tells me that he's malignant narcissist and would also showed this resentment towards her on Discord messages. For real? Mizkif admitted to being jealous. Okay. Mizkif admitted to driving really fast while in the car where Emiru claimed that Miss threatening to unalive himself and her. He claims he didn't remember this. Mizkif admitted to being a bad boyfriend to both Maya and Emiru and doesn't explain why. Emiru claims that Mizkif has threatened Emiru. She never came public and he's doing that right now. You don't have to like Emiru. I don't, but I'm gonna fire up a disgusting piece of like Mizkif.
I got you over the past few days.
Oh my god.
Mizkif, that was
Throw it back.
That's what that was.
2 Starbucks bags of Starbucks I got you over the past few days.
Oh my god.
Mizkif, that was
Throw
not
it back.
funny.
Throw it
Yeah,
back.
there better be. Oh my god, I would beat the shit out of him.
We're live. What the fuck?
Wait, so he dashed the Uber Eats on that girl?
2 Starbucks bags of Starbucks I got you over the past few days.
Oh.
Sorry for the grammar and spelling errors I typed fast. She hangs out with all the worst people in the streaming space, Asmin, Techno, La Carrera, and yes, Mizkif. And we're all supposed to pretend it isn't just more likely that she is just as bad as they are. You're missing my point. Hating black people just going to help her publicly. They are both racist. There's no way you're comparing these two individuals who did worse things. Here's Hassan saying using the N-word in private is okay. That's Hassan?
Time. So let's go back to this one thing again. So you're telling me that it is okay in some context in a private setting for a white person to say the N-word. Can you just say that? Because that's what you said earlier. Because if you believe that, we don't disagree on anything. Yes?
Okay, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay,
but
thank you. Oh, no, not again. No.
That's Hassan? Fuck Hassan, bro. I don't like Hassan. I don't hate him, but I don't like him. Agent reveals that Davis made AMP miss out on an opportunity to make 24 M's. Yo, Brittany Renner started streaming. Oh my god. Brittany Renner, she's washed. This girl is washed. I remember when I was in grade 9 and I first, experienced some stuff and I seen Brittany, I was like, oh my god, she's nice. Well, look at her now. She's washed. She's desperate. Her life is done.
Prove it.
I know Kevin Gates is looking younger, but she's looking older. Kevin Gates sucked the life out of her.
People are like, weren't you just in a hijab like last week? No, it's been like a year. But baby, I'm constantly changing. I wake
Islam lark.
up every morning and I'm like, who do I want to be today?
Exactly. This is why we knew that you're just using this as a front just to fuck freaking Kevin Gates.
I don't know. I roll the dice, check the weather. You never know.
Yo, you see? This is why she's trying to play in her face. This Brittany Renner girl, she's trying to play in her face that she was like, oh, I'm changed, I'm Islam this, Islam that. Allah Akbar. I was all cap. And then Sophia said she randomly started streaming her own vlogs with a new camera and now she's headed to Streamer U. I'm tired of hearing, bro. Kendrick Lamar and SZA were partnered with Cash App before GNX tour. Did Kendrick Lamar and SZA know Jay-Z and Cash App were committing fraud when they did a deal with them? Or were they okay if it meant more money and tickets sold? What? Whoa. Oh my god. Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Block Inc. has alleged to pay $45 billion to 46 U.S. states over how it handled fraud on Cash App, its money transfer and digital banking app with 49 million active users. Jay-Z is on the Block board of director. Wow. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think that really means anything. Does that mean something, guys? The jig is up, though. The jig is up. Jay-Z, you're done. Okay, I'm kind of confused on why this matters. Rock Nation took over SZA and Kendrick and Doechii from TDE. Pay attention. This was a great question that needs to be answered. How can you be Drake promoting gambling stake and have Ben finesse? It's not the same thing. Cash App means a 20% off merch with your Cash App card. Does this matter, guys? Does this matter? Jack Dorsey's blocked to pay $45 million. Okay. Honestly, guys, like, so what? I don't think that really matters. I feel people have Jay-Z derangement syndrome. Y'all let me know in the chat if it really matters. I personally don't think it does. The same Twitter activist he hit with copyright claims gets post deleted. Okay, we don't care about this. AB, yo, these guys. This guy right here, he's a funny guy, but he's going crazy. These people are harming themselves and each other. It's bad. Facts. Yo, shout out David Grove. David Grove, thank you so much for tapping in, man. You are a real one. Clavicular fell in love with his Israeli girlfriend and picked her up to show she's his. Yeah, I'm tired of Clav. I have Clav fatigue. Tired of seeing this guy. I'm tired of hearing about him. Let this guy get his face surgery alone. Rakai couldn't hold back from asking the most insane question to a girl he just had met after getting back with his girl. Who cares? Jason DeWeen had one of the weirdest fan interaction at DreamCon after a supporter got down on all four and started barking. What the
What the fuck? I love you. It's good, bro. I love you. You alright? No. I love you, Jason. Yo, no. What are you doing, bro?
I surrender.
What are you doing?
Jason, I surrender.
What are you doing?
I surrender, Jason.
Get off your fucking knees, bro.
Jason, I surrender. I surrender, Jason. I surrender. Where you go?
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing?
That's what happens when the black father is not in the family household.
Jason,
bro,
I surrender.
Nah, I can't.
I surrender.
Nah, do this shit with someone else, bro. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, Jason, don't leave me. Don't leave me.
That's what happens when you watch too much anime. Okay, I'm joking about the anime part.
She belongs to the streets.
But people are weird. Like, why would you do that on camera? Rakai didn't understand why Funny Mike was on Yana's side after he dissed her while she wasn't there and called. There's. Yo, see, I'm tired of seeing these clips, bro. Yo, I'm gonna start blocking any page that I start posting her. Cause I know there like 200 followers. How many? This got 2K. Like, why is this in my radar, bro? I don't want to see no Sophie clip. For what? Like, it's actually super annoying. Lauren Chen calls out Alex Jones for dishonesty, smearing Sneeko, and says he only ended up making look. He kind of made him look better, but Sneeko is so down bad that he's not gonna look better anyways. Look at the Poggers. That's Team Poggers. Yo, that's funny. Flower Safari speaks on receiving hate after getting accepted into Streamer U, despite not streaming for over 2 years. I see grown man crying on TikTok because I got it and they didn't.
Do you know you got accepted to stream you? Oh my god, I got accepted? I don't want to ask you this question. When's the last time you streamed?
So she didn't even know she got accepted. And that's the next day, during the day. Cassie, now you really messed up with some of the pics, especially the OF shorty. Sarah Safari, I don't care, bro. She's fine. It's cool. Your Age blew his chance with Extra Emily after not knowing what kind of Asian she was, even though he's known her for years. What kind of Asian is Extra
today,
Emily?
so now I can wear it.
Wait, are you? Never mind.
What race am I?
You're trying. Wait, you're.
I know you're Haitian. What am I?
Your Age is Haitian? Saque la base.
Asian.
What kind of Asian?
Wait, is Your Age Haitian? Is Your Age Haitian? You might be Haitian. Yes, Your Age is Haitian. Word. He's from Barbados and Haiti.
Chinese.
Okay, I need to stop hating on him so hard still.
What?
Okay, what race is Extra Emily? Extra Emily is Chinese. She is Chinese American streamer.
Stop joking. I'm having a brain fart. I know, like, obviously.
My bad for the audio. I don't know what's going on with them. Mia Max tells, that's a racist streamer right there. Yo, do you guys feel like the kick clips are overpowering the Twitch clips? Twitch clips, I don't see Twitch clips no more. Especially on X. I'm seeing more of them now because, you know, I'm searching some Pogger stuff, but it's mostly kick every time. SQC defends Osmond Gold after he received backlash for an out-of-context image of saying the N-word. This isn't racist. It's to prevent racism. It's weird people even paint this as, okay, I wouldn't call that racist, but it's just funny. It's weird. Reggie fired back at Agent 00 after bringing up how Agent treated Chubb. Okay, who cares? That moment when Cardi B's new boyfriend, Stephon Diggs, was seen flirting with other women on the same boat as Cardi B. Oh my God. This is the most disrespectful moment in history, man. Stephon Diggs is the #1 cheater in the United States right now. This guy don't even care. He's on the same boat as Cardi B, flirting with other women. Oh, look at this. Yo. Cardi B's low-key a cuck still. I ain't gonna lie. She's low-key a cuck, bro. Cardi B is a female cuck. A cuck is not only a guy. It's also, oh, look. He's passing around. Oh, is that Molly? That's the magic dust. Yo, that was some magic dust. Stephon Diggs, what are you doing with some magic dust? Crazy. Canada's boycott of U.S. wine causing devastating harm. This 19-year-old truck driver shows how he cooks steak and eggs inside his truck. I'm not watching this. Yeah, I feel like Twitch clips are getting more and more rare. So I guess he's gonna show that the ice don't melt.
I did it with.
Bursky, you didn't know this? You thought it was real ice cream? It's fucking foam. It's foam. Emiru is a lying B. She will lose her lawsuit about lying about Mizkif. Look how nice and not abusive he treated his ex.
Who's the boy?
We had this conversation this morning that actually hurt my feelings a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
I was
talking to Matt about. Actually, I'm gonna tell them. This is exactly.
Yo, they're cringe still.
You want to hear a list of things Matt told me this morning? One, he told me I'm really hard to be friends with.
True. 100%.
Two, he told me. I was like, I haven't felt pretty since I've shaved my head, and he's like, you won't for like a year. And then What was the third thing about?
I mean, is it true? Like, if she doesn't feel pretty without her hair... Listen, this is what I said to her, and it's true. When you draw a woman, when you draw a man as a stick figure, what do you draw? That is a stick figure man. When you draw a woman, that's what a woman is. Or S-band.
So you're saying that because I shave my head, I am not a woman and I won't
Amber Rose is 10 times more of a woman than any of these bitches are.
feel like one until I grow hair.
Unless you go back to California, then you feel right at home.
Yo. See, this is the problem with OF shorties, bro. Kai Cenat needs to ban her, bro. Like, she's been on my feet. Yo, I never heard of that girl. Never heard of that girl. Never seen a clip of that girl. But now, all I'm seeing is that OF shorty. Why? Asman Gold says that if he finds out that he's 2% Jewish, he will kiss the wall. Asman Gold is a goof. What the F is going on here? The dark web. Yeah, I feel like it's getting late. And, oh, it's already 12. Yo, it's already 12. I did not know that. Yeah, it's getting late. I feel like something bad is gonna pop up on my screen. So yeah, I gotta watch out. Dean the Great, staff member, presses Adrian Broner after he made fun of her surgery scar. This guy's a jerk, bro. How are you gonna make fun of people you don't know and people that are working? Like, that's just rude. All right, let me open up YouTube, see if there's anything interesting, and then we're gonna close the night. Ellie Gooch sent Chud the racist friends to the hospital today. Again, I really don't care about Chud the builder like that. Lil TJ gets humiliated by a streamer. We saw this. I feel like there's nothing really going on lately. David's BFF finally exposes him. I did not see this. That could be interesting. I want to see the David stuff. A lot of streamers were really close to David. A lot of streamers. I think, David was a streamer. That's how he started too. That's funny. Kai Cenat makes grown man cry. We saw this. Honestly, I saw the Spider-Man guy that used to be, with the Kai Cenat and things. This guy was crying about not making it. Kai Cenat blessed you how many opportunities? J5 says he's done. Oh, because he didn't make it? Are you for real? So yeah, there's nothing really going on. Before I move on, I'm gonna check my Instagram. I'm gonna check the Instagram. Okay, so I'm from Canada, so that's what's going on in Canada. U.S. ambassador to the UN, Mike Waltz, visited the Vertières military base in Port-au-Prince.
Vertières in Haiti with the newly created gang suppression force led by a Mongolian commander. This was authorized by the United Nations. We have 10 different countries that are now on the ground. They just completed their first operation, clearing out neighborhoods, taking on the gangs, locking up those, or even worse, that need bad things done to bad people. The bottom line is this is the entire international. Hey, I'm here with a badass unit of soldiers from Chad, trainers from Jamaica. This is part of the new gang suppression force.
Guys, this is all a cash grab.
Community.
This is all a cash grab. Do you guys really think that they are doing anything in Haiti? The main gang leader in Haiti, Barbecue, has a $5 million bounty on his head, and it's been for how long? But they're able to get Bin Laden all the way in Pakistan. They're able to kill Khomeini in Iran. They're able to take the president of Venezuela. Bro, Haiti is just a cash grab. It's a way for them to be like, yeah. Let's give these guys money. Let's get Ghana money. Let's get Kenya money. All these different countries. Let's get together from the UN. This is a UN cash grab. We know this. We know the play. They just didn't have enough media, so now they're sending people.
Hey, I'm here with a badass.
They're sending people with the DJI mics to go make some content.
From Jamaica. This is part of the
I'm with some guys from the badass unit.
new gang suppression force that is deployed to Haiti under the United Nations and is going to come kick the snot out of the gangs. So Barbecue.
I literally saw videos of these guys' tanks being freaking burnt. If these guys are able to burn your tanks on guys that are not armed like you guys, they don't even have the training and the equipment that you guys have. They're able to turn you guys over. Imagine what they're gonna do to these guys, bro. It's gonna be the same story, all right? FBI, open up! Get out of our country, please. Let Haiti do its thing.
You better watch out, brother, because these guys are coming for you. We are going to return Haiti to the Haitian people. We're going to have elections again, and
you're gonna put whoever you want.
Hey, I'm here.
Not real elections. They out there. Okay, there's more information. I'm jonesing for crack right now. I'm just okay. I'm gonna yeah. Let's talk about this. Oh, please. Okay, it's over here. 9 hours ago. I did not see this post. Okay, let's check it out. So, this is Damien. Damien, unfortunately, passed away at the young age of 17. Okay. Damien was groomed by this crackhead, right? And he's one of those teens that were sent from Toronto all the way to Sault Ste. Marie to sell drugs. So this is his story. So it says here, I understand things are F for me right now. I don't know what the F is going to happen soon. I'm just going with it for now. My dad is a co-signer for the apartment, so it's going to come down to him if I can't or don't pay. Otherwise, I'll end up losing it if I can't pay. So your parents don't know you're coming back? No. Out there. When I no longer bought off of him, no, Anthony, that's when it led to an argument. Sorry. Hate when you're mad at me, baby. I'm fine. I'm sorry. No, it was totally my fault. I'm jonesing for crack, so I'm short-tempered. I get it. I don't want to answer because oh my God, this guy was being grown. Are you gonna send me some food? Yes, babe, I didn't forget. Oh, you're the best. Hey, babe, my phone died. Call back when you want to talk. It's just a sad story, man. McDonald's probably, no, I don't know, but still. Well, how long does it say? Seriously, it's good. Is it even open? Hello, are you goody? Horrible. Little badass, you're so hot. Yo, that's a grown woman talking to a 17-year-old. Look at her smoking a crack. Stop accepting random currency. Set some boundaries. Yes, money is money, but babe, in exchange, what? And possibly of counterfeit, it's sketchy. On the note, you should have let me keep at least 1-2 bills. Oh well. Okay, I agree. I won't spot Bob no more. I just want to make sure he pays me too. He owes you $110 or whatever. After that, I want the money in my hands for reason of lodging here. Then I'll pay you out of what he gives me. and the rest to my bills. What the Mm-mm. Alright. Rest in peace to Damien still, I ain't gonna lie. This is a sad situation. We're gonna go through all the new evidence because there is a case building into this, and I don't wanna say or do too much. But yeah. All right, I guess we're good for Instagram. Let's just watch this David situation,
Folks,
and then
I cannot.
And then we're gonna close this night. And yeah, shout out to everyone who tapped in. Okay, we're gonna watch this Trapper Ross video, and then
Believe what I have just seen after all of the back and forths, after all of the getting exposed, after all of the embarrassing incidents. David's friends are finally piping up. They're finally doing the right thing and talking. And this person that piped up this time, okay, the female friend of David, some said girlfriend, some said love trials, all sorts of nonsense has been going around, okay? But Asia Collins, the girl that was David's right-hand lady at a certain point, I urged her in a previous video to pipe up and speak about this and to denounce David. And I told her, I said, if you actually want to get some clout, you seem to be very clout hungry, pipe up, get on your live streams and denounce David and let us know what's going on. Well, actually, apparently, she has popped out and she has spoken on David. And I got to give her some respect for actually even, popping out, doing the right thing and actually speaking on this situation. All of David's despicable friends have all scrambled around non-stop to gather sympathy for themselves, all right? Losing sight of what's going on. Justice for Celeste is what we're all really waiting for. But I am actually, my best friend, David's ex-best friend, David's ex-best, friend? I don't know. Okay? So Jason the Ween has now met both Asia Collins like a couple times.
Yo, that's a 50-minute video. Yo, you guys can watch it, bro. I'm out. This Trapper Ross is kind of boring to me. I'll watch it and then I'll make my own later. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah, I'll do one tomorrow. But yo, guys, I want to give a big shout out to everyone who's watched. You know what I'm saying? You guys are some real one. Big shout out to David Grow, Lucky Eyes 5991. Shout out to the people over on Twitch. Shout out to Binky Barnes. And shout out to the people over on my YouTube here. Shout out to Jonathan Thompson. Shout out to Ojon Crow. And yeah, man, I'm so happy to have met you guys. If you guys just saw me, if you guys just met me, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all subscribe to the GTV network. We are a family and we are out.